ready? Believe that. You hear me? Yeah, man. So the Minnesota Vikings beat the New York Giants in a close game, hard fought game. They got banged up, they got bruised up. As we saw, JJ McCarthy went down because of KOC's piss poor play calling. I repeat, JJ McCarthy got injured, went down because of KOC's bad play calling. I'm going to get into that a little later, though. But at the end of the day, I don't care what nobody got to say. Oh, some will say JJ pump fake too long. Oh, some will say he should have got rid of the ball. Let's say he just did pump fake too long, or he took some extra time and he should have been more aware, maybe, right, baby? Even though he had been getting hit all day, that damn sure wasn't the first time the Giants applied max pressure, period. So let's say, okay, boom. But let's talk about KOC and the dumb play call that he called right there once again. You know, first of all, did you see Brian Flores? I repeat, did you see Brian Flores right on the sidelines looking at the clock saying like, bro, what are we doing here? Huh? Take it into the half. We're taking all day. We're taking all day to get lined up, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Why are we rushing, huh? Yeah. Stupid game management, horrible game management from KOC. That's why I said, and I'm going to keep saying, Brian Flores for president. Oh, my bad. I mean, Brian Flores for head coach of the Minnesota Vikings. Early, huh? Yeah. We've seen what he can do with a defense with a lack of talent. Yeah. Still not truly the personnel he wants. Yeah. So now let's see him control, run, manage, build a real team, a team with talent and a roster, you know. Now let's see him manage a whole team fully. 100% he has control in majority of areas, huh? Yeah. And I guarantee they will be better off doing that than continuing to go with KOC. Even though I give him credit, we just gonna start here. I give him credit, right? Huh? Kudos to him for adapting second half, adjusting to Brosmer. Now, the second half, he did pretty good with play calling. A lot of times it was a lack of execution. So I got to give KOC credit, give props when props are due, right? Right. So the play calling he had, especially late third quarter, fourth quarter, boom, you know, yeah, bro. When they drove it down, put the team away, heavy, got the field goal. You would like to see a touchdown, of course, but that was still swift and quick play calling from KOC. And on top of that, shout out respect to Brosmer for executing the plays well. You know, we seen him get into a groove. The game kind of calmed down for him, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? So, boom. Good thing to see him stay calm with a cool demeanor. But you see what I mean? It starts from coaching to players. You put the coach puts his players in the best position. At least that's what his job duty is. That's why they say, boom, player coach relationships, right? Coach player development. It starts with the coaches, bro. Period. Bottom line. You draft them, you bring them in. It's their job to prepare them to play, help them reach their maximum potential. Period. Bottom line. Boom. With JJ McCarthy, his maximum potential, he can be a very elite quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback in the NFL heavy early. Now, you already know I made the comparisons to him, to John Elway, but he is more athletic. Once again, that's what we saw today. A very sneaky, mobile quarterback with the ability to boom, get up out of there, scramble, right? Yeah, scramble, get up out of there. 1,000, no cap. So we saw him today. He looked good today early, man. He was calm. He was cool. Matter of fact, let's get into the game notes. Yeah, man. But I put JJ McCarthy's injury on KOC, huh? Early. Yeah. You know, period, man. That was a dumb play call. You're going to waste time, first of all. If you're going to throw it downfield. Why are you doing a screen with 20-something seconds left in the first half? Kneel the ball, dog, if that's the case, or run the ball. Once again, I got to revert back to it. That's why Brian Flores looked the way he did. Did you see him looking at the clock? I guarantee they put the camera on his face for a reason. He's like, what the hell is going on? This is dumb. This makes no sense. Yeah. especially not after you let 15 seconds run off the clock. You hear me? It's common sense, man. It's common sense, which sometimes KOC doesn't have or seemingly doesn't have. We talk about consistency. Consistency. The whole offense was really inconsistent once again for the majority. Well, I say for half the game. Period, dog. Yeah. But you know the defense hurt, injured, etc., lack of talent, etc., in certain areas. Young players on the field, huh? Yeah, they're still stepping up, controlling the game, winning the game for the offense, keeping the offense in the game, even when it goes stagnant. But with the injuries and all, I gotta say, I'm very, very satiated with the victory they achieved today. Period. You know, on top of the plane arriving late, you know, they probably was still sleepy as hell, tired as hell, you know, jet lag on top of time change. So, boom, a lot of factors were going against them. So, the way they adapted through injuries and all, fatigue and all, maybe not even being on their A game, they for damn sure went on their A game. But at the end of the day, they fought and pulled through. Gotta respect it, gotta salute it. That is the definition, that is the epitome, right, of finishing strong. Yeah. Tough times, hard times, you know, they didn't get down. They didn't start pointing fingers. Max Brosma came in and handled, carried himself well, executed the plays for the most part, you know, boom. But I know I've been on him all year, but I was very impressed with his play calling with this in this game, especially the last part of the game. So shout out, props, kudos to KOC. Do I still want to see him fired? Hell yeah. Do I still think he is who he is? Hell yeah. Period, bro. No cap. Do I still think he is the reason that JJ McCarthy is hurt right now? Hell yeah. Was that a dumb play call? Hell yeah. You know? But at the end of the day, he did a good job today. I'm not going to take that away from him. And let's get into these game notes. Yeah, period. You know, first thing, drop balls. Man, we saw it all day. All day we've been seeing it all year. Everyone been trying to blame McCarthy, make him the scapegoat. Go check the live out. Yeah, man, I talk about it so I repeat, I talk about it so in the live, on the live. You know, you can't help but to listen and understand, and do not force yourself to be delusional, bro. Point blank, period. Right, right. But drop balls, bro. Addison dropped a touchdown. Jefferson dropped some balls early. He made up for it later in the game. But a lot of drop balls, dog. Period, no cap. And we've been seeing that the whole season. But everybody want to put it on McCarthy. McCarthy this, huh? McCarthy that. McCarthy ain't dropping the balls. No way, no how. He threw some beautiful, pretty balls today. Yeah, you may have had some too high. You may have even had some too low. But at the end of the day, what is the rule? The number one rule for a receiver, if the ball is in your vicinity, if it touches your hands, definitely if it touches your damn hands, bro, come on, dog. This football, we all know the rules. We all know the laws of football, right? Right. It touches your hands, nigga, you grab it and bring it in. Period, point blank, bottom line. You know what it is, man. Come on. Yeah. Once again, bad play calling by KOC. You know, in early big moments of the second half. Go back to the JJ McCarthy end of the half, dumb screenplay sets McCarthy up for failure. Blintz coming, Brian O'Neill once again. Where's Brian O'Neill? He's been piss poor really all season, dog. You have to start questioning Brian O'Neill, right? And if he is on the decline early, because where the hell was he at on that pass protection? Once again, getting JJ knocked off his feet, getting JJ smashed, huh? Yeah. Like he's been doing damn near the whole season. But no one wants to speak about that. No one wants to attack Brian O'Neill, huh? Yeah. Oh, let me guess. Fan favorite or whatever. Good old boy or whatever. I don't care what the hell it is, man. What the problem is, keep it real, huh? Real deal, no Holyfield, but shout out respect to Holyfield, huh? He is a boxing legend, right? Right. Come on, man. Defense is good. Defense is very good. Injuries and all. Third stringers in the secondary. Shout out Jay Ward, by the way. Once again, shout out Jay Ward, by the way. I love his physicality. I love his tenacity. He was the only one really tackling, thumping out there today. Now, don't get me wrong, other guys stepped up. Even in the secondary, Isaiah Rogers had some nice tackles, had some nice plays, right? Murphy had some nice plays here and there, you know, heavy early. But the secondary is still the weakest point of the defense. It's very clear to see. Well, not the way the run defense has been. If we're being really you can really battle and debate, maybe even really argue about what's the weakest point of this defense. Is it one, the secondary, or is it two, the trenches, D line, etc., or a specific part of the D line, interior, maybe, baby, exterior? No, period, man. Early. It's been no problem getting a pass rush there. Injuries and all. Once again, shout out Gink, shout out DT, shout out Red, Big 6'1", heavy. You hear me, dog? Pay Red by any means. Pay Red by any means. Once again, respect his journey. Just the battles he faced on the way up. Now he's getting his just due. Now the hard work he's put in is coming into fruition, right? Big Red's a big dog, man. He is officially, a big dog. Now you pair up another big dog to go alongside him, a real juggernaut in the draft or during the offseason. Yeah. Oh, you're right there. Your defense is right there. All the run defensive problems the Vikings had this year, guess what? They can solve them. They can solve them this offseason and in this draft class. But it's no more hyping off-season acquisitions up if they don't deserve to be hyped up, like Hargrave, maybe like Allen. So I'm going to be paying close attention and really observing. Yeah, instead of sometimes we may get caught up in the name, but not other things. So this year, whatever the fuck moves Kwesi makes and O'Connell makes and this organization makes, I'm going to study them quickly and swiftly, bruh, but very in tune, fine tune detail, man. 100%. Matter of fact, 1,000%, man. You know what it is. Big SKOL here, right? SKOL Vikes win, lose, a draw, forever. But let's win, But the defense, shout out to the defense. Boom. Brian Flores is that guy. Some more notes. JJ McCarthy can throw. Hey, man, we see him getting comfortable. We see him getting settled in. He's finally getting his footwork corrected. It just sucks he had to face another injury. We've been seeing so much progress, and another injury, Yeah. And I'm not going to sit and say he's injury prone. I'm not going to say, the Vikings should come up off him because he's been injured a lot this season. Oh, no, hell to the no. And we still have to wait for the diagnosis to come back and see what's really going on. It could be something simple. Now, he was in pain, looked like he was in a lot of agony on the sidelines, right? Right. When they put pressure on that hand, he was like, oh, man, damn near ran away from the trainer. So we're going to see how this pans out. Now, do we trust Max Brasma coming off a short week, Christmas Day, playing the Lions? Yeah, the Lions who will be hungry, especially depending on what happens today. But we could play spoiler again, We could play spoiler again. Question is, if JJ McCarthy doesn't return, are we really comfortable with Max Brasma leading the way? I tell you what, it will come down to how KOC play calls. If he play calls like he did today for Brasma, oh yeah, bitch, yeah. I feel very comfortable. I repeat, I feel very comfortable with Max Brasma carrying us along the way to beat the Lions heavy, early, and often. Yeah, man, here we go. Yeah. But shout out McCarthy continuing to grow. He looked better this week than he did last week. And last week is when he really settled in. Well, really the Commanders game is when he really settled in. Yeah, man. Come on. Once again, some more drop balls. Like I say, drop balls all game. KOC is who he is. Yeah. We saw that. That I was speaking on that halftime moment, right, where he pretty much set McCarthy up for failure. Yeah, another dumb play call, like you're gonna throw the ball down the damn field. Don't do a stupid short screen pass to the short side of the field. And for some reason, right, for some damn apparent reason, KOC loves to do screens and slow developing screens to the short side of the ball, right? Boom, to the short side of the field, Yeah. Like my question is, where does his mind go? Where the hell does his mind go? I mean, I'm sure he didn't learn that from McVay. Oh, hell to the no. I'm sure he didn't learn that from LaFleur. Oh, hell to the no, no, no. So let's stop the cap here. This is somewhere mentally KOC goes, and he can't handle the pressure of being in a tight situation. Really, it wasn't even a tight situation. It was really an easy situation to be in, baby. Right? Right. Motherfucker, it's 20 seconds left in before halftime. They get the ball after halftime. Huh? Yeah, your first play really wasn't a success, and it took you forever to get back on the ball. Period. So at that point, you would think being a head coach, understanding true game management of a game, not doing nothing piss poor to put your team in a bad predicament before halftime and give the Giants any kind of confidence or momentum. This he went and did that, little punk chump. Yeah, huh? Yeah. Once again, no one ever speaks on it. No one ever speaks on it, dog. Yeah, man. The whole year. No analysts, no so-called experts, no cowherds, huh? Yeah. His little buddy group, the good old boy group, have yet to speak about KOC's in being inconsistent as a play caller and bad as a head coach at times. Everybody just give him a pass. Boom. Give him a pass. Boom. Want to put it all on the quarterbacks or put it all on the run defense. Come on, bro. Stop the cap. Stop the cap for real. Yeah. Want to put it all on drops. And there was a lot of drops today. Huh? Come on, man. Yeah. And once again, before halftime, you saw Brian Flores like, what the hell are we doing? I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. I stand on that 10 toes down, man. I'm telling you now, Brian Flores for head coach for the Minnesota Vikings. KOC want to stay around, linger around. All right, bet. Cool. Boom. Well, he need to go be the quarterback's coach. Nothing more, nothing less. Period. You know? Yeah. Bitch, yeah. Be a true quarterback developer and recruiter. Huh? Bottom line. And to sum it up, good catch by Ty Felton. Nice snag on the sidelines by him. You know, but at the end of the day, good win. It's all about finishing strong, right? It's all about finishing strong, playoffs or not, man. Take the momentum into next season. We're going to see what happens with McCarthy. Hopefully he's all right. Hopefully it's nothing serious. And if it is, well, damn, man, Max Brosman step up and show out. I repeat, Max Brosman step up and show out. That's all you can do. Can't sit and dwell on it, bro. Period. Bottom line. And hey, side note, I'm gonna throw this in there. Matter of fact, no, we gonna wait on it. I'll holler at y'all later, bro. Fire them comments up. Tell me how you feel about the video. Big SKOL here. You know what it is, dog. SKOL Vikes, win, lose, or draw forever. But we come to win. Yeah. And guess what? We run the North. Believe that.